Welcome to the EmpowerHer Wellness podcast. I'm Morgan, and I'm thrilled to be your host and wellness coach as we navigate the path to a healthier, more confident you. As the owner of Get Fit With Me, I bring years of experience in personal training, nutrition, and coaching to each episode. Join me as we explore practical tips and strategies for fitness, nutrition, mindset, and more, all tailored for busy women just like you. Let's empower your wellness journey and achieve lasting transformation together. Happy Thanksgiving! Welcome back to an episode of the EmpowerHer Wellness podcast. Today, we're releasing this episode just a little bit earlier than expected, than our regular scheduled announcement, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I want you guys to be able to spend time with your family and not be distracted by a new podcast episode comes out. I know how important these episodes are to you, and I want your family to take priority for tomorrow. So, all of that to be said, today we are going to cover just a few reminders as we go into Thanksgiving tomorrow. Some things, I'm wearing my Lions gear. Lions play tomorrow. Super freaking pumped because Thanksgiving, since Mike and I have been together, has become a football holiday. And it's been food, football, family, and some drinks, and all of the things. And I know that in the past, I have not done a good job of managing my minimums. And there's been years where I did really well, and then there's times where I'm like, I'm not sure I drank any water that day. So today we're going to talk about just a few reminders with Thanksgiving happening tomorrow. Some things like I want you to remember, some things that I don't want you to even worry about, and then what I want you to do come Friday. So first off, today's the day before. If you are the host, if you are cooking, if you are the person who is stressed out, remember to take a deep breath. Exhale. Good. It's not as stressful as we want it to be, as we think it is, I promise. The other thing, your sleep matters. So if you're someone who's like, I'm running around, I got to get everything done before everybody comes, your sleep matters. If you go to bed late tonight and you get up early tomorrow and you do not get enough sleep, you are going to be cranky and you're going to be on edge and you're going to snap, and it's going to be really hard for you to actually be present and enjoy time with your family tomorrow. So that being said, I want you to get to bed at a reasonable time tonight. I want you to make sure that you're drinking your water, getting some water in, and do what you need to do. If you can get some movement in, wonderful. If you're thinking, Morgan, I'm literally running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Like, what the hell? Why do you want me to move? I don't. If you're running around, you're running around. But prioritize your sleep tonight. Prioritize your water. Remember to breathe. And then eat a vegetable. Eat a vegetable today. Have some protein. Don't stress about it. It's okay if your nutrition is not 100% on point today. If you are the person preparing for the big holiday and hosting tomorrow, I know how stressful that can be. So make sure you give yourself grace. But you need to get some sleep. Get some sleep so that you feel like yourself tomorrow and you're not all ornery and cranky and snipping at everybody, because nobody wants that and you don't want that. So for those of you who are not hosting tomorrow and you just get to show up and have fun, I want you to think about today's just a normal day. There's nothing different about today. Drink your water, eat your protein, make sure you get some fiber, have some veggies, get some movement in, even if it's just 10 minutes, do some strength training, maybe you're walking. I don't care what it looks like. Do your habits. Just because Thanksgiving is tomorrow does not mean you're like, oh, okay, I'll wait. No, do your habits. You know what to do. Do them. Okay, tomorrow, I'm going to have fun with today's episode. So tomorrow's Thanksgiving. For us, what typically happens is we wake up and Mike and I will make whatever our dish that we're bringing. Last year, we bought these little Hawaiian rolls with turkey and cranberry and I think it was provolone cheese. And we made like these little sliders, and then we put like poppy seed and butter something on top. I'm going to be honest. He did most of it. He wanted the recipe and like they turned out really good. He did most of the cooking of it and they turned out amazing. So props to him on that. But we're doing the same thing this year. So we'll be waking up and we'll make those, and then we will head on over to a stepbrother's place. And from there, we're going to have a bunch of food that is going to be out that honestly can be kind of tempting because everybody has such great food. It can be so tempting to literally just eat all day long. There's also going to be yummy drinks. So, in preparation for my holiday, I am going to make sure I've got my water bottle. And I am tomorrow going to get 3 of these in. I'm going to hit my water goal. There is no, absolutely. Even if that means I get up and I start drinking, it does not matter. I'm going to hit my water goal. The other thing that is my non-negotiable tomorrow is 10 minutes of movement. 10 minutes. So that may mean when I wake up, that may mean halftime of the Lions game, I go take a walk. That may mean at the end of the day, right before, once we're kind of winding down, doing a little walk. I don't care. I will decide day of. Typically it's a walk on Thanksgiving. One year it was some weights in the basement, but typically it's just a walk. 10 minutes to help my body digest all of that yummy food. The third thing that I'm going to do is with all of the snacks that we have out, I am going to make sure that I get 2 servings of vegetables. So sometimes that means I bring a veggie tray. We've got a family member who's a vegetarian, so there's always a veggie tray. So I'm lucky on that sense that we always got one. But I am going to make sure that I have 2 servings of vegetables, 2 fist-sized servings of vegetables. And then from there, I'm going to try to look for foods that are a little higher in protein. So those sliders, I may try to make a few that have a little bit more turkey, or I'm going to try to find, if there's meatballs, I'm going to try to find some higher protein foods. Am I going to get down on myself if I don't? No. But I need to make sure I get 2 fist-sized servings of vegetables, and I know that I'm going to aim for protein whenever I can. That is what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. My water, 10 minutes of movement, drinking all of my water, let me confirm, all of my water, 10 minutes of movement, 2 fist-sized servings of vegetable, and prioritizing protein when the option is available. So I have all of that. That is what I am focusing on tomorrow. The other thing, so that's what I'm going to do. What I'm not going to do is say, oh no, I can't have that cookie. No, those look good, but no. Okay. Hey, do you want to split it with me? Or hey, I'm going to split a piece off because I want to just taste how good that is. Because typically, I'm not a big sweets person, but I do enjoy having sweets. So a little piece goes a really long way. Sitting there, savoring it, being conscious of what I'm putting on my plate rather than just piling it all on. I'm going to be conscious. I'm not going to say no because I can't have it. You can have it. And the more you give yourself permission to say yes, the less likely it's going to, I'll just have a ton of them now because they won't be around till next year. You can always ask for the recipe. You can get it whenever you want. It just takes a little bit more work. The other thing that I want you to remember is when all of these temptations are happening, that it's important to check in with ourselves of, okay, do I feel full? Do I need more food? Some of that looks like after you've ate, waiting 10 minutes. It takes about 10 minutes from your brain and your stomach to kind of talk and communicate and say, hey, I'm hungry. Give me more food. Or nope, I'm full. Please stop. So give yourself, once you fill your plate and you're sitting at the dinner table, don't go right back up for seconds. Take some time. Slow down. Enjoy the conversation. Slow your eating. All of that in general we should be doing. But sometimes around the holidays we forget because there's excitement and there's all the things and we want all the food. The other thing you can do is take Tupperware or to-go containers and pack yourself up some for the next day. Tomorrow is not just the day that you have to eat the things. You can pack up some and you can take it for the next day. That's okay. So those are just some reminders that I want you to think about tomorrow. Is your non-negotiables for tomorrow will probably look different than mine. I think mine of 10 minutes of movement, getting all of my water in, making sure that I have 2 fist-sized servings of vegetables and I'm prioritizing protein when I can, right? I don't think those are that hard. I've been doing them quite a while, but if you're somebody who's nope, that's too much, start with the water and the movement. Pick 2 of the things that I noted. Or maybe you have 2 other things that make your body feel really freaking good. Whatever that looks like. If you can do them all, wonderful. And that is the goal. But give yourself bare minimums. Like, if nothing else happens tomorrow, I'm going to enjoy family. I'm going to eat the food that I absolutely love, but I'm going to hit my water goal. Like, I want you to celebrate that, because so often we throw everything out the window. I'm going to do another episode on this down the road with vacations and feeling like, well, I went on vacation. Now I have to like start over, and like your habits didn't stick. Just when we do things, when holidays are happening, when we are going on vacations and our routines are changed and we stop doing the things we know make our body feel good and that we need to be doing, we're essentially starting over every single time. Stop starting over. Pick your bare minimums. Even if that means getting half your water goal in, getting 10 minutes instead of 20 minutes of movement in, getting 1 vegetable instead of 2, getting protein at 2 meals instead of 3. There is room for flexibility on days like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, birthday parties. Like, there's room for that. But there's also availability if you choose to be able to hit your goals and succeed at all of it. It all just depends on what you want. So thinking about that, the last thing I'm going to tell you is do not skip any meals. So we are like, get up and like food starts right away. Some people are like Thanksgiving dinner. If you're a Thanksgiving dinner family and you have been like, oh, I just wait. I'll just wait till the end of the day to eat. Do not skip meals tomorrow. Eat breakfast, maybe just eat a smaller breakfast. Eat lunch, maybe eat a smaller lunch. And maybe you know that you don't want to have to worry about your veggies at Thanksgiving dinner. Get them in at lunch, add them in at breakfast. Like, there's no rules that say vegetables have to be at dinner. Like, no. So think about your day, plan that in advance. As you're listening today, think about what tomorrow looks like, what you are going to do to set yourself up for success, and what you are going to accomplish. And then wake up and do it. Whether that is you're writing down a list and you're crossing them off, whether that is working with me and saying, Morgan, I want these to be my actions, because those of you who are clients with me, we change our actions for Thanksgiving. Or maybe you have your own habit way of tracking. Maybe this episode has been a realization of, okay, I should probably be tracking and I should be focusing on some things, and I'm kind of just being willy-nilly about all of it. I know, I've been there. And I was telling a client earlier today that there used to be a point earlier in my career where I thought you'd get to a point where you never had to track anymore. And I think for some things that is possible. But I also, the longer I've been doing this and the more women I work with, I keep thinking, no, because I run a business, and running our body and keeping our body healthy is like running a business, in the sense of I have systems in the business. I have a productivity and time management, task management system that helps me get all of my shit done. I mark off my tasks when I complete them. And that right there is like gold in how successful I am in business. And I can tell when I stop holding myself accountable with a habit app or my coach, when I work with the app that we use, I can tell my actions suffer. And it's not because I don't have the habits. It's because I don't have the accountability to the habits that we all as humans need. And there's one level of accountability that's there, and there's another with a coach like myself. So if you're thinking, oh, I tracked habits for so long and I stopped and they just didn't work. Habits work. You have to create habits. Whether you know it or not, you have bad habits and you have good habits. And I don't really like the word bad habits, but you have habits that don't serve you and you have habits that do serve you. So if you are like, Morgan, I want to be held accountable, be my accountability coach, help me reach my goals, send me an email with the subject line Kickstart to morgan@getfitwithme-morganekovich.com, and I'll tell you how we can work together, what accountability looks like, so on and so forth. Okay, so we talked about today, day before Thanksgiving. We talked about tomorrow, Thanksgiving, go Lions. And then we're going to fast forward to Friday, which we're going to hope the Lions win and that we are celebrating. But we're going to think about, what does the next day look like? For some of us, that may mean eating all leftovers, which means essentially a Thanksgiving 2.0. And I want you to remember the same things. Of like, okay, if it is going to be Thanksgiving 2.0, drink your water, move, set yourself up for success. If you wake up Friday and you're like, oh, I just epically freaking failed yesterday. I did not get any veggies in. I didn't eat protein. I just ate what I wanted. I didn't move. I sat on the couch all day. And you start thinking of all the things you didn't do. I want you to, one, reframe and say, what did I do? Did you have fun with family? Did you play a game with the nieces and nephews? Did you talk with your grandpa? Like, figure out what you did do. Acknowledge that. And then I want you to acknowledge, yeah, you did not do the things yesterday. Acknowledge it. There's no reason to bash or shame yourself for it. Just acknowledge it. After you've acknowledged it, then what are you going to do? Today's a new day. You're going to start over. And not start over mean, okay, got to go back to no. It's a fresh slate. Drink your water. Go back to drinking your water. Get your workout in. Eat your damn vegetables. Eat your protein. Have some fiber. It is really much easier than our brain makes it. And when we are tracking, so if you skip tracking on Thursday because you wanted a day off, get back to your tracking on Friday. Don't wait till Monday. Thanksgiving is not Thursday to Sunday or Wednesday to Sunday. No, it's literally Thursday. Friday's a new day. You're getting back into what you know your body needs, you love, and you're going to do all of the things. We're not doing our bare minimums anymore. We're going back to the normal. And we're just getting back into routine. If you work out Saturday mornings, go work out. If you're supposed to work out Thursday and you have a class, but it doesn't happen because it was Thanksgiving, do a class Friday. Or figure out what your workout can be to shift that so you still get your workouts in that week. We overcomplicate it, and we tend to, and the reason so many people gain and they don't maintain during the holiday season is as soon as we kick this off, we let it roll and we wait till the new year. Stop letting it roll. As soon as Thursday's over, Friday is a new day. You're back on your actions. You're back tracking. It's the beauty of it. Same thing goes when we're on vacations and such. So as we wrap up, I want you to remember that holidays are meant for fun, family, food, all of the things. And if we don't do all the things, that's okay. Acknowledge that they didn't happen. If you kind of beat around the bush and say, well, I kind of did this, and we're acting like, that little kid that your parents introduce, you're with your parents and they walk up to talk to another adult and you're crouching behind them because you're too shy. And that's how you're talking about Thanksgiving in your actions. If that's kind of the same feeling, stand up, own it. Yeah, I didn't do my shit yesterday. I can tell. I feel a little bloated, feel a little gross, but I'm not going to not eat Friday. I'm not going to decide, well, I need to go do a 3-hour workout. No, go back to doing the normal shit. Your body will respond. It's okay. Take a breath. Your sleep matters. There's no need to stress about it. It's one day. Enjoy it. It's meant to be fun. So as we kind of wrap up, like I said here, focus on what you can do today. Get some sleep. Plan tomorrow. Decide what are you focusing on. And then Friday, we're back into the week. No need to let it run all weekend into the new year. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to submit them in the show notes to morgan@getfitwithme-morganakovich.com. And remember, if you were listening today and you're like, yeah, I'm one of the ones who like to let it run into the new year, and then I like to get myself kind of back into shape, I can help you maintain and not gain this holiday season. So send me an email with the subject line Kickstart, and I'll reach out and we'll talk about how we can create habits and I can hold you accountable this holiday season without feeling like you are depriving yourself of all of the good and fun food. So until next time, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I will see you all next Thursday. Talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning in to the EmpowerHer Wellness podcast. I hope you found today's episode inspiring and packed with actionable tips. Remember, your journey to becoming the strongest, most confident version of yourself is just beginning. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode and join our community of empowered women. Until next time, stay strong and stay confident.